my name is Kelly and thank you for joining me. I am going to be continuing my Tainted Grail Conquest playthrough. This is part 2 of I don't know how many videos, so I hope you enjoy. Alright, let's get started. Now with the last one, I had kind of done a tutorial. It was still kind of walking me through step by step of, how the game works. I had gone out and I had started to fight a couple of monsters. So we will see what's next. So we're still trying to slay the stone golem, and I think that's him in the background right there. I am not actually ready to attack him yet. Let's see, I'm at 100 health. I have 124 wealth. I have 0 weird stones. And my burn level is good right now, and I have 6 candles, I believe. Now I can't actually go back to the village until I slay the golem, so... Let's see, where do I want to go? Out. If I go there, I could talk to the confident priestess. What do we have over here? We have a pack of enemies. Yeah, let's go. Let's go ahead and be crazy. Okay, so I do have a card that I'll look at in a minute. So I have 3 different enemies. This one is a deranged red priest. This enemy can create barriers to protect its allies. And again, barriers are kind of just like extra shields. He has 70 health. He's going to hit for 5 to 7 base damage. He doesn't have any armor. And he intends to buff for his first turn. And then we have an abomination. This enemy attacks everyone on the battlefield, so that would include his own allies. And he has 70 health as well. He hits for 10 damage. And he intends to attack everyone on the battlefield and buff. And then we have a faith healer. This enemy can heal its allies. So he has 60 health. And base damage is 5 to 7. And you can see he intends to heal 8 to 12. So normally I would do like the red priest, just because he creates barriers, which I have to keep attacking. Abomination, I mean, he's kind of good just in the fact that he's going to attack his own people as well. The faith healer, I think I'm going to try and attack first. One, a little bit less health than everyone else, but also he's going to keep healing. So no matter how much damage I do, if I don't kill them, he's going to continue healing them, which will just prolong the battle. As you can see, I have 100 health. And my base damage is 8 to 12. Okay, so this Tainted Force, it's a weird card. Again, it's a card granted by the weird. It's removed from your deck after playing, disappears on its own after combat ends. So it's going to take 1 action point. I can reduce damage of all enemies by 20% this turn. Or, if not played, the next turn I increase a random card's cost by 1. So this is one that would be better to be played. The only problem is there's only 1 enemy attacking, which is the abomination. But it's better than increasing a random card's cost the next turn. So we have random attack. Deal 1 hit for 12 to 27. Stun a random enemy. Reduce random enemy's armor by 50. So that's a good one. Overhead swing. Deal 1 hit for 4 to 9. Reduce enemy's armor by 10 until the end of the combat. Small strikes, deal 3 hits for 4 to 9 to random enemies. Deal 1 hit for 8 to 18. Another overhead swing. And then my broad reach, which is the next hit does plus 100% damage. So I have 3 action points. to spend. And again, my Weird Hunter has a maximum of 20. So each time I do damage, it charges. I have 7 cards in my draw. Nothing in my discard. I have 2 healing mixtures to restore 25 hit points each mixture. Okay. And let's see, my hunter marks. Every hit you deal leaves a hunter mark. So 4 hunter marks make enemies vulnerable. And then vulnerable is an effect that doubles damage received from any source. So once they're vulnerable and I attack them again, that doubles my attack or the damage that they receive. Now the only thing is I have to plan that fairly carefully because it's only valid for that one turn that they become vulnerable. So if I don't attack them and then they do their turn and it comes back to me, they're no longer vulnerable. All right, so let's go ahead and use this. So now the Abomination is going to hit for 8. And I have 2 left. Let's go ahead and so this blue one, it is an ability, so it will return to my hand every single turn that I use it. So if I'm going to do damage and I'm able to use it, it's good for me to actually use it every single chance I get. So now you can see it updated the damage, and it's now in that green color. So I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to attack him. Okay, so it lowered his attack strength for all 3 of them, actually. Is that one of my passive ones? I don't know. But that's good. Okay. So, and that's it for me. Let's go ahead and end my turn. Okay. So you can see, oh yes. Yeah, got it. So you can see the Red Priest, he put up a barrier on the Abomination, so he's going to be harder to hit until I'm not going to be able to attack his actual hit points until that barrier is gone. And you can see he's going to hit for 11. And so is the Red Priest. So he's going to attack for 5 to 7. And then again, the Faith Healer is going to heal. Now, as it mentioned, it did give me a warning or a notice that if I use a block, that will help prevent damage to me. And what I'm actually going to do is one block will block 1 attack, no matter how much the damage is. So since I'm going to be attacked twice, I want to at least use 2 blocks. And they're 1 action point each. So I'm going to go ahead and use 2. And then I am going to attack that one again. Okay, so you can see it blocked both of the attacks. I'm still at the 92. He is going to buff again. He's going to attack for 12. And this one's almost dead, so if I wanted to, I could leave him for the Abomination to attack. I don't know in what order it's actually going to do anything. So I think it goes from left to right, but I'm not 100% sure. And the reason why I'm questioning it is because he is going to heal. So if I kill him outright, he's not going to take a next turn, so he's not going to heal anybody. So if I kill him, he'll be dead. On the other hand, the Abomination is going to attack for 12, so he will actually kill the Faith Healer. But I don't know if he's going to attack and kill the Faith Healer before the Faith Healer heals his allies. That was a lot of words. So, let's see, what do I have? So I need to block 1 attack, or I could stun. But again, if I stun, he's not going to kill the Faith Healer. So, Let's go ahead. Let's chance it. We'll do one block to block his attack. We will do a broad reach. And then we are going to deal one hit for 16 to 36. And I think I am going to... Let's try for the deranged priest, because if I kill the abomination... Ooh, this is a tough one. It's kind of nice to have that extra attack, so he's attacking my enemies for me. But he also does pretty much, it looks like, just attacking and buffing. So he would be nice to kill. Let's go ahead. Not going to question it too much. But got 31 damage on that one. And my turn. Oh. Darn it. Okay. So he did attack him, but it looks like the priest put up the barrier first. And so the abomination actually attacked the barrier. So that kind of sucks. My plan did not work out. Let's see. So we have 2 attacks. 1 5 to 7 and 1 for 13. I don't want to take either of those. Let's go ahead and... let's do the small strike. Okay. So you can see here the deranged red priest has 2 hunter marks. So once I get to 4, he becomes vulnerable. Okay, then my turn. Cool. So that time he did get him. So he is dead. Let's see. Stun a random enemy. If not played next turn, gain 5 barrier. Well, he's going to hit for 16. He has 17 health. That kind of sucks. If I stun, that just means that he's not going to perform any actions on the next turn. Let's see. So if I stun him, I don't have to use the block. Oh, it was a random enemy. That's okay. So he'll hit him for 16. I'm cool with that. Let's do 1 block. Let's go ahead and do a regular attack. Okay, so we got the barrier down to 4. My Weird Hunter, I'm only at 4 out of 20, so if I do anything, it's going to deal just 1 hit for 3 to 7. So we'll just hold off. Okay. He is down to 1. I'm going to go ahead and leave him. I'm not going to attack him. Well, although he's going to attack me. I don't have enough blocks, so I actually might need to stun. Let's see. I do that one. I'm not going to have enough to kill him. I could kill that guy. Well, I could do the small strikes. Let's give this a try. Okay. So now we're actually attacking the abomination. I could stun him. Or just do a block. And let's do a block. And let's do an attack. Okay. Okay, and we're up to 7 now, so 8 to 18 damage. We have a block. Let's do a broad reach. And deal 3 hits And hit for 16. Okay. And he's got 17 health. We're up to 12 to 27. So if I do big enough attacks, I could kill him right now instead of doing any kind of blocking. So, one hit for 12 to 17. Let's go ahead and do the broad reach. Cool. Nice. I got 14 wealth. Looks like I went up on my level. Now I'm level 4. And I get to pick a new card. Oh, brand new cards. Okay, so I could do this one. Stronghold. Gain 20 armor for the next 3 turns. And chain. Multiplies the card's effect by the number of cards of the same type played in a row during this turn. So this is a stance card type. Multiplies the card's effect by the number of cards of the same type played in a row during this turn. So I'm assuming that means if I use a stance card before this one and then I use this one, it would double the armor, so it'd be 40 armor. Okay, that's interesting. Piercing strike. Reduce the enemy's armor by 50 and damage by 10% for the next 5 turns. So this would be good if maybe someone like the Abomination who is pretty much attacking every single turn. It can reduce that damage by 10% for the next 5 turns. It reduces the enemy's armor by 50, so he's going to be easier to hit. But it's an attack, but not really an attack. It's not like I'm physically attacking someone. So I'm not sure about that one. And then Blade Fury. Deal 1 hit for 100% damage to a random enemy and chain. So again, this is an attack card type. And so if I chain it, it multiplies the card's effect by the number of cards of the same type. So I wonder if it actually chains the hit. So, I guess, it would probably do 2 hits then for 100% damage, is how I'm reading it. Interesting. Okay. And it's a random enemy, which, it's good though. Oh gosh. Or I can gain 20 armor for the next 3 turns. And I'm assuming that it's just 1 straight 20 armor, and if it gets reduced, or maybe armor can't get reduced. So it would be straight 20 armor. So it's not like a barrier that if it gets hit, it reduces each turn. Let's see, I have 8 attack cards currently, and I have 5 stance cards. Let's do the Blade of Fury. Okay. And this is the Confident Priestess.
There are old customs that protect the traveling priests of the All-Mother. The one you see before you, walking through the weirdness at a brisk, confident pace, doesn't seem to realize or care that this protection is unlikely to extend here.
Has to be healed. I'm only at 92. And I don't think she's going to disappear. I'm pretty sure she's going to stay. I don't know if it's worth it to be healed, plus do a risk of a combat encounter, so I'm just going to leave. So she is going to stay there, so if I do get hit more, I can always come back and ask her to heal me. Okay, so yeah, that's a legendary encounter, so that's Golem. So, let's see what else we have over here. Okay, my burn level is low, so I'm going to use a candle. Pack of enemies, I don't think I've ever actually seen that enemy before. With the staff. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. Okay. So we have the infected human. This enemy's shape and the pulsation of its body suggests that you should be prepared for an explosive surprise. So it's preparing for a special attack, so it's not going to attack for at least a couple turns. It's got 80 health. It's immune to stun, so something to remember. Base damage is 10, and no armor. And then this is a mind bender. This enemy will spawn illusions of random enemies. Enemy attempts to buff. Does 5 to 7 damage, has 80 hit points. You can see I'm at 92 because I did get hurt in the last one. And so that will carry through for all the attacks until I heal myself. Alright, let's check out this weird card. Deal 1 hit for 16 to 36. If not played, next turn, gain 50% damage. Okay. I'm probably going to go after the Mind Bender, at least, especially right now, since the human's not going to attack. I don't want to have to deal with any illusions of random enemies. Knowing my luck, they are going to attack me, even though they're illusions. So I don't need to block myself. So this deal 1 hit for 16 to 36. If I do my broad reach, it's now going to do 32 to 72 damage. We like that. So let's go ahead and attack. Nice. Okay, so down to 22. So if I could get her down. And perfect. Awesome. Don't have to worry about anything with that. End my turn. Okay. So, I'm going to have basically this turn and the next turn before the infected human attacks. So again, I don't have to block. I have small strikes, overhead swing, and an attack. So let's do my broad reach. Let's go ahead and 8 to 18. Now let's do this one. Okay. Okay. And okay, so the next turn they are going to attack for 10 and buff. So I can't stun him. He's immune to stun, so that card's worthless. I want to block. Yeah, I'm going to block. Let's go ahead and do a broad reach. Go ahead. Okay. So he's down to 27. Cool. He died. Don't know why he died. We'll take it. Flesh-eating maggot. This enemy either attacks or buffs its armor and damage. So there's 2 of them. And they are going to attack. So I'm going to have 2 attacks coming in. And I only have 1 block. So that kind of sucks. Okay. My Weird Hunter is up to 1 hit for 12 to 27. So that's something to remember. I could stun, so that would actually work. Deal 1 hit, 3 hits, deal 1 hit. I'm actually going to do that. So it's going to be 2 action points, so I'm not going to do my broad reach. Perfect. So down to 17. And it stunned him. Not quite sure what the circle was. Did I miss something on the card? Okay, done. So block that. Okay, now they're both. Again, I only have one attack, or one block. Weird card, gain 50% damage this turn. If not played, on the next turn, gain 10 armor. Well, I definitely need a block. Let's go ahead. Hopefully that will be enough. Deal one hit. Oh, it might not be. Oh. Sweet. 28 damage. So he is dead. Okay. So blocked. Deal one hit for 15 to 33 to a random enemy. Gain a block. Deal a hit. Doesn't look like I have enough. Oh, I could do this. Well, let's give it a try. So deal a hit. Plus it stunned him. So he's not going to attack. Which is good because I used all my action points and did not block. Oh, I could do this. Oh, let's do this. Okay. So I gained my level and got 13 wealth. Okay. New journal, new items. Let's check out my journal. Whenever you hit an enemy, increase your armor by 7. Increase the maximum damage you deal by 6. Or whenever you kill an enemy, draw 2 cards with its cost reduced by 1. Oh, interesting. So I can choose different passives. Right now I have the Hunter Marks. I might change it just to see what some of these other ones do. Let's do Blood on Fire. Can I do that? Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe I change it. Oh, we have another person, a florist.
Wandering around, you notice that the plants on the ground around you are more like muscle tissue than typical vegetation.
Oh.
Then you notice an old man smiling at you in a disturbingly friendly manner. He's sitting near an enormous pool of blood and stacks of fancy bouquets made of body parts.
Gross.
Hands, hearts, testicles, arms, all held together by an unknown power, form the shape of a sunflower. Your horrified eyes pass over baubles made of kidneys and macabre flowers tied neatly with intestine ribbons.
Come, don't be afraid. I suppose some might consider my shop rather extravagant, but trust me, you won't find anything quite like my bouquets in these woods.
I certainly believe you.
So, what do you have for me today?
Gross.
He notices a question forming on your lips.
Oh, pity. I thought you came here with my delivery. Well, that's an inconvenience. Anyway, you can still take a look at my wares.
Buy a bouquet for 50 wealth. And for the effect, pick one card. I have 151 wealth, so I have enough money. This basic currency is lost after each run. It's earned in various places and used to buy things lasting only for this run. I mean, I could. Alright, fine. Lotus. Gain 50 armor this turn. It is a neutral card. After use, these cards are removed from your deck until the end of combat. Okay, so they come back each combat, but they're only a one-time use during. So I can gain armor, gain 40 barrier, which is the Sage. So that was 0 action points to gain armor, 1 action point for Sage to gain the barrier, and then Amaryllis, which is 1 action point. Gain 1 block. Next turn, draw 1 additional card with its cost reduced by 1. So that would be good, but the block only lasts for 1 turn. But I do get an extra card, and its cost would be reduced. I'm actually, let's go ahead and do the Sage. Barriers are good. So let's go ahead and accept that.
A splendid choice. I guarantee you won't regret it. These were preserved with care and the expertise of my years of experience, so they should last for quite a while.
The man's joy quickly turns to sadness. With teary eyes, he continues,
Yes, this bouquet would have been a perfect gift for a special lady, one that's dear to your heart, if only.
I could either pat him on the back. Don't know if I really want to touch him. Kind of weird. Ask why he suddenly became so sad. Tell him a story, or tell me a story, or leave him be. Let's go ahead and ask why he suddenly became so sad.
He sobs for a while. Then, with a shaky voice, he explains,
Bouquets have a purpose. They were invented for a reason. But that purpose has disappeared from this world. Nobody needs them anymore. Everyone says there are more important matters at hand. We just don't live in the right times for vanity and joy. And that's what bouquets are all about. Right?
He tries to collect himself.
But I won't give up. I need to believe that all is not lost. And I do have a favor to ask of you.
So trust has been increased. I don't know. I don't know what that does for the game, but what do you need?
There is a lady out there, the fairest maiden of them all. I've only seen her once, true, but I know that she's the one for me. There's no doubt in my mind. Her presence by my side is all I dream about. Her beauty is all I can see. Please, I beg you, take the bouquet. When you meet her, the love of my life, she's bound to notice that it was made especially for her. Let her know that there's someone in this world who won't ever stop dreaming about her.
So I got a hideous bouquet. I have a new quest. Apparently there's a fair maiden out there somewhere. So hopefully I know her when I see her. Alright, let's leave. Alright, so 3 journal pages, a hideous bouquet, and a new quest. I'm going to see if the quests are listed. Here they are. Let's go ahead and put these in. Increase damage by 2 at the end of the turn. In the first turn, draw 1 additional card. Oh, actually, let's do that. So let's put that in the armor. And this one is in the weapon, so it'll increase damage by 2. Okay. Only lovers left alive. You've met a very peculiar florist, creating bouquets from parts of dead body and monsters. After buying a bouquet, he asks you for something quite unexpected. He wants you to deliver one of his creations to the lady dear to his heart. Special delivery. The lady for whom the bouquet was made is supposed to instantly recognize this gesture as a gesture of love. Now, who might that be? Alright, so let's go ahead and play one more. And then I think I'll be done for this one. Let's see. So I have... Let's see. I have one over here. And I have a couple over here. Let's just go this way. My weird candle is at medium. Ancient gravestones and a pack of enemies. Ooh, they look new too. Interesting. Okay. Oh, we've seen him, the Faith Healer, so he heals its enemies. So he's going to heal for 8 to 12. And the Forest Sentinel. This enemy redirects damage from all of its allies to itself. Okay. So damage dealt to target's allies will be transferred to the target. 6 to 8 normal attack. Its base damage is 7 to 9. It is at 90%. Decreased by 10 until the end of the combat. But he does have 10 armor. It's got 120 hit points, and the Faith Healer has 60 hit points. So as you saw, it's going to redirect damage, so even if I try to attack the Faith Healer, it's not going to. It's going to redirect to the Forest Sentinel, so might as well kill it. Let's see, Tainted Forest, weird card. Stun a random enemy, if not played, next turn gain 5 barrier. Let's go ahead and use it. Okay, so I don't have to worry about a block. He is going to be healed though. So I have small strikes, which is 3 hits. Attack, heal a hit. Overhead swing, reduce armor. Enemy's armor by 10 until the end of the combat. And regular attacks. So let's go ahead and do my broad reach. And let's go ahead and do an attack. Oh, gets interrupted by stun. I should have read that before I did that. So if the enemy is stunned, if the Forest Sentinel is stunned, that means I could attack the Faith Healer. So I could have attacked the Faith Healer since he is stunned. That's okay. And a Hunter's Mark. Oh yeah, I was going to change it. That's okay. I have a feeling I'm going to be attacking him a little bit more. I gain my 40 barrier. Let's go ahead and do that I don't have to worry about blocks for a while, because the Forest Sentinel only does 6 to 8 damage each turn, so it's going to take a few turns to get through that barrier. I could stun him again, and then I could attack. The Faith Healer, but I wouldn't be able to attack him on this turn. So let's just do that and do that. Okay. I think maybe I accidentally clicked on the Faith Healer. I meant to click on the Forest Sentinel. So it's just telling me I did that. Okay, so again, 6 to 8, and he's going to heal. I can do a regular attack. Deal 1 hit for 15 to 30 to a random enemy. Stun a random enemy. Reduce random enemy's armor by 50 this turn. Okay. Now if I do that, so that's worth 2 action points. Overhead swing, attack, and small strikes. Let's do the broad reach, and let's do the random attack, so 30 to 60. Perfect. Stunned him, dropped his armor. He's at 90%. Oh, that was already there. He's at 3 hunter marks. Okay. Alright. Blade Fury. So that's the one I could chain. So my barrier is holding up nicely. Played in a row during this turn. Okay. So pretty much what it means is if I want it to chain, I wouldn't be able to use the broad reach since that is a stance card, not an attack card. But it would up the damage still. It just wouldn't chain it. So I could do like the small strikes, the attack, and the Blades of Fury. Let's give it a try. Okay. Deal the regular attack. Oh. Okay, wait. He's vulnerable now. So 100% incoming damage. Yeah, do that. Cool. Alright, so now there's a chain of +2. Let's see how this works. Cool. So it did attack him. Actually 3 damage. So it did the first attack on the Sentinel. And then because I chained 2 cards before that, it did 2 additional attacks. And it attacked the Faith Healer for 20 each attack, I think it was. And I could do 1 hit for 18 to 37. Yeah, we'll do 1 more. Okay, now the Faith Healer is going to attack me. But I plan on killing it, so not going to worry about that. Stun a random enemy. Deal 1 hit. Let's do the broad reach. Let's do this one because it'll deal a hit for 37. There we go. Nice. Okay, I got to level 4, and I gained 12 wealth. Got another card. Raging Blade, an attack card. Discard your hand and deal 0 hits for 75% damage. 1 hit for each card discarded. Oh, interesting. So 2 action points. So basically, let's say I have the 4 cards. I think it might be 5 cards that you draw each turn. But if I use 1, that would leave 4 cards. So discard my hand, and I would have 4 hits at 75% damage. And I can't quite remember what my damage is right now. 12 to something? Okay. Interesting. So that would be good if I needed to get like a lot of hits in, maybe to try and kill somebody without being attacked. Very interesting. Okay. Small Blessings, 1 action point. It's a stance card. Draw 1 card and it costs 0 energy this turn. Okay. So sounds like I can just draw a card, and if I want to use that card for this turn, I can play it for basically 0. So if I had a lot of cards that were maybe 2 or more action points, that might be a good one. But I don't have a lot of them. I do have some. I have some stance and some attack ones. Maybe just 1 attack one at least that has 2 action points. So not quite as useful, at least right now. In Calm Breeze, 2 action points, a stance card. Reduce the energy cost of 3 cards in hand by 1. Okay. So if I have the 1 energy cards, it would reduce it by 1, so it'd be 0. So basically I could get in some free attacks or maybe some free blocks. The couple of cards that I do have that are worth 2 action points would be reduced by 1. Now the thing is, I have 3 action points each turn. This costs 2 action points to use. So even though it's 3 cards that get reduced by 1, let's say they're all 1 energy or 1 action point, I'm basically have 1 free card that I could use. So at first glance it sounds really good, but right now it's not quite as good as I would think it would be. Interesting. I actually might go for the Raging Blade. Right now that actually might be the best option for me, because I only have the 2 action points attack card, and then I have 1 stun card for 2 action points, so the other ones really aren't going to be very helpful right now. Okay, I can pick a new passive skill. So right now I have Hunter Marks, and then the Blood on Fire, and Eternal Return. At the start of each turn, gain 2 ultimate charges. So that would be my Weird Hunter. It would bump him up. Physical Training, duplicate every 5th attack type card played. So I basically play the card again. So that actually is a good one. Opening Strike, first attack type card played in each combat costs 0 energy. So every single combat I enter into, I can always do first attack for free. And it's the first attack type card played. So I could play my stance card, which boosts my next attack card. And it's not going to mess with that. Interesting. Let's go ahead and duplicate every 5th attack type card played. I might have some longer combats, and that actually I would probably get a little bit more use out of that one. Okay, let's check out these gravestones.
You enter an old cemetery. It reminds you of more peaceful times, when people had the luxury of burying their dead properly and returning to pay their respects. However, the cemetery is not a place you should linger, especially this close to the weirdness.
Ooh. Do I want to loot the graves? That is a tough choice. I could get something good out of it. I could maybe get a card, a healing potion, or just something bad could happen. I'm going to go ahead and leave. I'm not going to do it. But I think they're still going to stay there, so if I change my mind, I got a new journal page. Yeah, so I discovered the ancient gravestones. Okay. You can see I also gained, because I had the runestone, I put them in my armor. I got 4 health points healed at the end of the combat, so I'm up to 96. I was at 92. And I think we're going to stop there for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. If you like what you've seen, please like the video. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the game. If you'd like to see me loot the ancient graveyard, which seems like it might be a bad idea, but leave me a comment. And please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in receiving updates of when I post a new video. Thank you. Bye.
You didn't record any of it?